guys, it's Cal from Kelly T Black Metal Reviews. I'm talking to you today about Black Mountain, who are a pagan, war-inspired black metal band hailing from Canberra here in Australia. Formed in 2016, the boys released their raw and fervent live demo in 2018, and in June 2021, Black Mountain debuted their first album, Necromancers Moon, and that is the one I'm talking to you about today. Necromancers Moon released through Eschantonic Records and carries over 4 remastered, mixed and produced tracks from their live demo, plus 3 never heard before songs, and it's all crafted with the sounds of war and raw pagan ether. Alright guys, I am going to walk you through every track of this album, and I start with the first track, which is the remastered version of To Ignite the Pagan Fire, and it really is a killer start to this album. The sounds of war, the sounds of devastation just ring in immediately with such a dramatic atmosphere before Kim's huge vocals canes across this track. The fast blackened riffs cave in on this monster and you feel the instrument's clarity, but they've maintained that nasty ambience, keeping true to the band's sound, which is so good to hear on any remastered version. Anzuch and Maud, I've probably absolutely butchered that name, sorry guys, but this one continues the conquering story of Necromancer's Moon, with the backdrop of a battle and stirring guitar score leading this track into the onslaught of heaviness and second wave sounding black metal. These lads are proving some seriously good black metal musicianship, and this track is filled with such contempt, violence and absolute victory. The title track is the third track off the album, and it really sets the scene with a heavily ambient and storytelling style intro, with moving guitar scores sitting just before the aggression that follows, with emotive and relentless melodic riffs propelling such a darkened tone. This is just such a stirring and triumphant sounding track with heavy chunking guitars underneath the stunning and moving trem picks that's going on. The percussion is completely atmospheric sounding, moody and heavy, with the vocal folds carrying so much demand, and it's just so cult as fuck. The Unnamed Guardian is the final remastered track you'll hear, and it's carried over of course from the live demo. Gut-pulling guitars working together to create a good feisty texture to this track. I absolutely loved it. But that main riff pattern when it takes off is just a chest thumper. It's sitting in front of such an upsurge of heavy soundscapes that join in with it. It's an absolute stellar, threatening and full throttle track, possibly my pick off the album. Let's dive into one of their never heard before tracks, and it is As All Life Dies. And I have to say, this one does carry across the unyielding flow of the previous offerings. This is a ruthless number, hectic, prominent riffs drive this track, and it's just so damn catching and obstinate simultaneously. I loved the old school feeling that this one has going on. It has an obvious mean nature to it. These guys have kept it so real, kept it so black and completely grim. Descendants of the North, it sounds so victorious. It has a flow that just translates war and reigning supremacy across everything that it does. The guts and the flow of this one is pure heavy metal with black metal overtones of the first wave, deadly double kicks and big beats with guitar solos, which are incredibly thought-provoking and rousing, I'm going to say. This is a fairly fucking impressive heavy black metal track. I don't know, maybe this one's my favorite.
The
track is the final track of this Deadly album. It's probably their most middle-aged sounding track. The Viking elements in here with those pagan chants and those catching and thumping early day drums and guitar patterns of victory psalm in. And I'm pretty sure this track is about drinking or sculling mead and celebrating victory in its entirety. If it's not, it dead set has those vibes well and truly, and it was such a fun, catching ending to this war-riddled album. Black Mountain have been generous in their track durations, with most of these tracks exceeding 5 minutes, some of them going over 8 minutes, so you're in for a journey. These guys are so heavily riff driven, they focus a lot on their filthy atmosphere, as black metal should, and all their songs just tell stories of wars won under the names of the old gods. This is fucking exceptional. It's an exceptionally executed album. The more people that talk about this, the better in my opinion. So please jump onto Bandcamp and go and have a listen to Black Mountain. I've been waiting for this one. It truly exceeded my already good expectations for this one. And I can't wait to see you guys play live very soon. I'm Kelly T, this is my black metal reviews. If you like these reviews, we are on YouTube, so hit subscribe, tap those notifications so you don't miss these deadly albums that we're talking to you about every week. We're also on Instagram and we're on Facebook.